For this super middleweight contest, the best of 8 3-minutes round, your judges are Jeff Belton, Bob Gibson and Andrew Bell. Your referee, John Gillespie. Introducing firstly from the red corner, he's 32 years of age, weighed in 76 kilos even. His record, 30 fights, 7 wins, 5 by KO, and despite his 22 losses, he hasn't shirked a fight. He's fought many undefeated champions. His record also includes 1 draw. Please welcome Kashif Mumtaz.
Fighting out of the Waikato as well, Mumtaz. Don't read too much into his record.
And his opponent is a gentleman who perhaps hasn't had the recognition he deserves, especially in New Zealand. He is a former WBA champion of the world. He's 75.5 kilos. He's 44 years of age. He last fought in Germany 2 years ago. He's from a very sporty family. His brother Chris, of course, was a former All Black. His record, 35 fights, 29 wins, 27 by KO, with just the 6 defeats, making a return just to be on the David Tour undercard. This is also a homecoming fight for him. Please give it up for Maselino, the amazing Masoe!
Look out, Michael Buffer, the Dobbo's coming at you, man.
Hey, Michael Buffer the second.
There's Masoe, 44. 75.5 kg, wonderful record.
Amazing to have him on the undercard. It's great.
It certainly is, Trev, but you know, like Kashif Mumtaz is certainly not a pushover for anybody.
Maselino has been out of the ring for some time, but I guess in a way too, Trevor, it's great for him to be, you know, around his peers, his Samoan people. They're very proud of him, and wonderful mana, adding mana to this fight card tonight.
Oh, definitely. I mean, totally agree, Dale. I think it's a real opportunity for Maselino to get the recognition, and the recognition that he hasn't had in New Zealand. So it's great to have him on the undercard tonight.
Yeah, a good mate of mine, Trevor Thornbury, Noel Thornbury, actually, who is a great trainer and a former fighter himself. Noel Thornbury actually now trains the heavyweight. Oh God, he actually took Maselino over for that fight, trained him for it, and he said to me he's one of the greatest punchers he's ever trained.
You can tell the experience. Look at it.
Yeah, he's
feeling round number 1, just having a look.
Be looking for that opening. I believe his power's in his left hook, Trev.
Yep. Watch for the overhand right, though.
Yep.
Maselino, of course, picked up the PABA title that allowed him to advance through the world rankings. He got himself a title shot. Great credit to his people and to New Zealand. He's a real gentleman out of the ring as well.
Yeah, I've heard so many good things about Maselino. Noel Thornbury, as I said, one of Australia's top trainers, the great rap for him.
I think the good thing you said before earlier, Barry, is that this is not going to be a pushover fight.
Yeah, exactly,
you
Trev.
can see already, they're already both, you know, they're both in this game. They're both picking their shots.
Oh, wow.
I mentioned the overhand right.
Wow.
That's a shot.
He's gone. Holy moly.
Commentators Mocko, he says, there won't be a pushover, and then hello, canvas time.
Wow. I've been told what a powerful puncher he is, and he's still got that speed. Have a look at that. Can Kashif hang in there from this? I don't know if he can.
He's covering up right now, has to.
Wow, I've never seen him even look like being hurt anywhere near like that, Kashif Mumtaz.
Masoe with another left.
Wow, 44, what a unbelievable. He's hurt, he's badly hurt.
He's not going to last this round.
Oh, what? How about the pinpoint shots from Maselino? Still, a left hook, wow. Unbelievable.
Great shots underneath. Needs to step back. Give him some room.
Mumtaz.
No, he can stop at any second. It's coming up to 30-something seconds remaining.
Gallagher, the referee, is having a good look at it.
He's going to stop it.
And that is it.
Is he going to get up? I think
Maselino will be amazing.
he is the
Great
amazing.
combination.
He's amazing.
Standing 8. Corner saying, keep your hands up, keep your hands up.
The bell went. Wow.
Can you believe he's lasted that round?
Can he recover? Very unlikely.
44 years of age, still got a power in there, and he uses it all, does the amazing Masoe. Stay with us, round 2 coming up right after this.
Here we go. Can Kashif Mumtaz come back up that? Here's that right hand. How about that for timing? I'll tell you what, not many fighters would get up from that. That is a bomb.
Set up from the jab.
Yeah, beautifully set up.
And the referee here, John Gallagher, is very, very careful to keep a good eye in here. And that's where they know if the fighters are in trouble. They look deep into their eyes. And they can tell Gallagher's already stopped one early tonight to protect the welfare, safety of the fighters.
He did it perfectly too, and I'm sure he'll look after Cash if he's in trouble again.
Like you say, he's shown plenty of courage to get up after copying that big right hand from Masoe.
Incredible.
Masoe stalking Mumtaz. Gets him into the corner now.
3 and 4 body shots underneath.
Look at the speed still.
44.
Incredible.
I like what he does with his head. You know, like he's always moving his head.
Yeah.
He's not giving a target, and he's working off that jab all the time. It's really good to see.
Beautiful stuff.
A real lesson for you know, up and coming young amateur pro fighters watching, just to see how he moves through the ring.
Certainly a class exponent. The noble art, no doubt about that.
Well, they say in sport there's no substitute for experience, and what we're witnessing here is a man with a ton of that. His opponent's got plenty of ticker. That experience starting to show in the way he goes about his work. His ring craft superb.
I'll tell you what though, not many fighters would still be there after being hit with a shot like that right hand.
As you said to Mumtaz, you know, he's no easy beat.
He's not.
This is round 2, remember, for scheduled 6. Been put down once in the first round. It's Mumtaz.
So lucky to get through that first round.
Here comes Masoe again, goes to look downstairs.
Timing.
Good shot over the top right hand.
No, he's going to get him. Well, look, now I've seen Kashif do this before. His chin's warmed up now.
He's just livened up.
Yeah.
He's decided, wipe the dust off my back and I'll...
As I said, he's given some real good fighters lots of trouble, Kashif Mumtaz. And, you know, takes fights on short notice.
But you can see that he's got that experience by the fact that he's still picking the shots.
He's had 30 fights, hasn't he?
Trev, how many fighters would have got through that first round?
Oh, not many.
No.
If any.
Should write a song, Trev.
Oh, jeez, kia ora.
Round
Round
2.
2. All the way, though. Masoe well in control here.
Yeah, well in control, Maselino.
The face of a world champion. There he is. The amazing Masoe. Maselino Masoe. Again, after that first round when he put Mumtaz down. And then the poo-cunner from Mumtaz. I always worry about blokes who poo-cunner in the ring.
Unreal.
Obviously not concentrating if you're going to poke your tongue out at your opponent.
Yeah, no, I've seen Kashif do that many times when he's been tagged. But Maselino, as Trevor said, the head movement, the way he moves his head, his hand speed, the power. I mean, you know, terrible, you know, to see a fighter as good as this man get a shot at 38, win the world title. I mean, he could have been world champion, you know, so many years before.
Gee, he looks in good nick, doesn't he, Trev, for a guy his age? I mean, you know,
It's fantastic.
In his early 40s there. Oh, real family man. And then goes the Pakistani Pukana.
What I liked about what Maselino did just a little while ago was throw 3 jabs.
And look at the way he sets himself up. What a class fighter. Just minimal, you know, expenditure of energy. Just steps around his opponent, cuts him off,
Turns him on the ropes.
yeah. Oh, left hook.
There's no doubting the courage here of the man in the blue and white. That's Mumtaz, but referee Gallagher is keeping a close eye on him. Masoe, all class. Benefit of decades in the ring. Mumtaz tags Masoe with a left. Looks untroubled. Referee Gallagher is talking about holding.
Yep. Tell you what, if you're getting hit by Maselino Masoe, you'd want to hang on to him, I reckon. But look at that beautiful head movement, slipping those punches.
Yeah, those evasive skills, quite superb.
Yes, there was a back shot back here.
You were talking prior to tonight's fighting, Trev, about, you know, the game hasn't changed in all the years, although different approaches by coaches. And, you know, the reality is if you don't get hit, you're going to win your fight.
Indeed, and I think that's the key thing for coaches today, particularly when we're growing those amateur ranks, to, you know, get the boys into understanding the great left hook.
A lovely left hook from Maselino.
Fantastic left hook.
You know, how it's bobbing, weaving, and slipping. You know, very, very hard to tag.
And then fires back with a lightning fast left hook.
His shorter stature allows him to get in low as well and cause trouble too, Mumtaz. He's struggling a bit to punch down. That Masoe, that's the 10-second slap. It's a bit of action here from Maselino Masoe.
He's just an efficient fighter.
Efficient is the minimal expenditure of energy.
Round 3, so far the ball on the way of the former world champion, Maselino, the amazing Masoe, in control here. Don't go away, we'll be back with round 4 and what do you think they plan?
This man totally in control, who's on screen at the moment, with minimal expenditure of energy. Look at the way he slips that punch there. Got caught with a good right hand there. But look at that hook, that countering hook.
Round number 4, the scheduled 6. And Trevor, I guess that, you know, looking at his ring craft, you'd hope that he's also mentoring young fighters because, as we've mentioned, no substitute for his experience, and hopefully he'll be able to pass that on to a younger generation of fighters.
Oh, totally. And I think his style of fighting is such a really good style for younger fighters to learn about.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I think it's a good, you know, he's definitely will be making a huge contribution to boxing in New Zealand and to fighters in Samoa in terms of providing that level of inspiration.
But, you know, even at 44, who around could beat him? I mean, seriously. I mean, he could fight the best in Australia in this weight.
He's obviously in really good condition.
Oh.
A lot of the guys who've been in the fight game, you know, both you guys keep yourself in neck. I suppose it becomes just something about you know, the way that you conduct your life.
True, too, but, you know, we're not competing at 44, and very few guys are. I mean, you've got your Bernard Hopkins, and, you know, then you run out of, and, you know, George Foreman won a world title at 45. But I'll tell you what, they're few and far between that can do what this man's doing at 44. He's phenomenal.
But doing it at 44 and doing it at this weight,
and doing it
at this weight means that he's still got to have the speed. He needs the combination of the speed and the power to be able to hold his own. And I mean, he's certainly taking the fight.
Oh, just doing it easy, I think, you know. But and as I said, Kashif Mumtaz has been in the ring with some of the best in Australia, and you know, like guys like Les Sherrington, for you know, beating the national opponents as well. So he is the amazing Maselino Masoe. I've heard heaps about him. First time I've ever seen him. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Minute to go, his legs wobbled. Is he going to nail him again? He's on the bike.
That left hook is really doing the damage.
Isn't it?
And it's crisp.
Wow.
It's been a really impressive show here from Masoe. We've been singing his praises, no doubt. You two have witnessed, you know, a master of his craft.
He's a master, all right.
Super middle.
That's it. That's
Unbelievable. Great combination. 1, 2, 3.
Time to stop it, I reckon.
Yep, stay down.
No, stop the fight. Stop it. Yeah, he stopped it.
Great
Well
decision.
done.
John Gallagher does the right thing here. Mumtaz is...
Look, he can't even stand for it. Good on you, John Gallagher. Unbelievable.
Maselino Masoe.
Oh.
Speed and power. I can't wait to see that combination back on the replay. Unbelievable.
He just bided his time, Trev. He just knew he could do it. That is world class plus.
Here we go.
Bang. Whack.
Boom.
What a combination. What a class act. And you've been able to watch the experience of Maselino Masoe here on Māori television. Stay with us. Kashif Mumtaz is recovering, but the crowd are ecstatic. They have seen a master class of boxing skill. And we'll be back with the results and the wash-up of that bout right next here on Māori television. Welcome back. We've been treated to a real class act in Maselino Masoe. A gutsy performance too from his opponent Mumtaz, but he just wasn't in the same league.
No, Kashif Mumtaz wasn't in the same league, even though he's been in the ring with some of the best fighters over in Australia and gone the distance with him. I've never seen him knocked out like that. This man, Maselino Masoe, that was a master class of professional boxing. He is a legend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 2 minutes, 48 seconds into round 4. Winner by knockout, the amazing one, Maselino Masoe.